What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So if you guys haven't seen the last video we went to go pick up an EF hatchback for the homie Higgins built. It was a long 12-13 hour drive, but we made it back home safe. And today I'm supposed to be working on the new HFC RX, which I haven't found a name for just yet. I know you guys threw out a lot of good ones, but it's hard to choose. This morning Higgins hit me up and he was like, yo, you down to work on the car? I didn't expect him to start working on the car ASAP. Granted, the car needs a few things before we really dive into like the body work and paint. But today he decided he wants to pull the radiator support apart, and we're actually on our way over there now to give him a hand. So guys, I pulled up a little while ago before Jaron leaves. Kind of want to check out his CRX a little bit. I pulled up and I saw this thing. Woo-wee! It's nice to see it every now and then, boy. J front, got the visor, got the wing. Wheel setup is on par. This thing is fire on the inside. What I find super funny is that a lot of the red CRXs that I've come across as of late has the same Momo steering wheel that I have in my car. Interior, guys, fire. You already know, typical SI sunroof rust. He's about to take off. I kind of want to show you guys that a little bit. Pretty nice to see it out. He is going to store it in the storage for probably most of this year, but he did have the car for sale at one point in time and everybody slept on it. $6,500. $65. If I had 65, I would have definitely swooped, but I don't need another car at the house. Got the hatch pulled out because obviously this car has a broken tie rod, so it's going to be hard to like move it back and forth. Right now Higgins just kind of tore everything apart, like literally all of the broken headlights, buckets, windshield washer fluid. I got a couple of that if he needs it. Headlight, T-bracket, and obviously the fender. So the radiator, condenser, all that stuff is taken out as well too, because kind of want all that out of the way to get to the spot welds. This fender is pretty trash and it's also a 9091 style. You can tell because of the molding not having a little indentation like the 8089 does. You can see it right there, and you know these moldings are very fitting for the J bumpers because the J bumper actually has that on there as well too. So he's gonna need a new driver's side fender. Right now what we're kind of debating about is if he wants to remove the entire bulkhead, which is the radiator support one end to the other. The only damages on the radiator support is the bucket. A couple years ago when we did the radiator support on Jesus' CRX, we actually didn't get the entire radiator support. We were able to purchase from Honda the buckets for the headlight. The bucket is this whole entire section and this whole entire section and not the lower. Now, we're not sure if we can find the buckets from Honda still, but what we're going to try to do is to remove this entire bucket without removing the entire bulkhead. And that means we're going to have to try to figure out where all the spot welds are sitting at in order for us to remove this whole entire thing, instead of removing the whole entire radiator support. So Nicky already got a whole bunch of this off. Right now he already started drilling out the spot welds that he can see, wire wheeling a couple of areas using a what is this, a punch to guide the drill bit that you can get from Harbor Freight. This is a spot weld drill bit, and that allows the bit to not run or walk. And he's drilling it out right now, and I think I'm gonna try to figure out where the rest of them are at so we can just knock this out of the way. I did bring my drill so it can speed up the process a little bit. Nikki decided to show back up. I already went and pulled literally that whole entire bucket right here, and he really wants to bend this thing back out. So if you're looking at it straight like this, you can see that this rail is kind of tweaked in a little bit. It's not much. I mean, it's not as worse as Ricky's car, the DV1 we did in 2020. This is definitely correctable. Now the only thing is that if you look on the other side, the edge is kind of squared up. You see this little ledge right here? It's squared up. On this side, because it was swiped, it literally flattened it out. So not 100% sure how we're gonna go about that just yet, but what we're gonna do right now is at least straighten it out. We're gonna put a torch kind of like all up in this area. We are gonna run a hammer to kind of hit all these creases in as he is prying this rail out. So we're gonna give it a little try right now and see if this works, and see how far we can get it out.
All right, so just tell me kind of where to like heat up.
Yeah, so like heating it up part.
Like should I just heat up this section?
You see where it's kind of wrinkled right there?
Yeah.
So all of this needs to be like heated up.
Okay.
So we can soften up that metal to turn it.
It won't come off of this?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So all right. No, I'm just saying like just somewhere in this general area right here. Just keep it nice and hot.
Yeah. Okay. So don't worry about like right over here.
Yeah, don't worry too much about that. But that's not all that's gonna move together. That's why we're moving where it crinkled up, which is like right here.
Okay. I'll probably be under here now.
Yeah, probably under there a little bit too. But all that's gotta move. That's already going to happen. We can always patch that back in.
Yeah, patch it.
Yeah, it's hard to pull it out now because the shit's separated right here. So now it's just all it does is just open. Dude, if this was tied to my tree, bro. What in tarnation are those brackets right there? God damn. Hey, there's coins inside that bracket too. Look, right there next to your hand. Now I got a question for you guys. Have you guys ever seen these seats before? Because we're unsure where these seats came from because of the gradation on it. What's kind of confusing to us is that we don't get these gradations in America, but the back seat actually matches the front seat and it matches the contours of the panel. So if you guys know what seats these came from, let me know in the comments below. The T-bar does say Honda of Canada, so I don't know if this is a Canadian like fabric, but let me know in the comments below if you guys know where these seats came from.
It's that little button right there.
Ejectocito, cuz?
Looks like a toilet.
Oh, I see that.
Looks like a toilet.
Little toilet out of cars.
Hey man, this car is getting cheaper by the moment, man. The more we tear down into this car, the more money we find. But this thing has got hella freaking mold in it. Hey bro, is that dog food? That's dog food.
Yeah,
is that a crack pipe or is that freaking yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's like
Infant?
damn, look at all that money, dude.
Oh, there's mold?
Oh, I thought.
So we're not entirely sure.
What the fuck is this? That is mold though.
Dude, it's like a whole relay board. What the fuck?
Where's this car?
Look. Is this an alarm system?
Fuck, it might be it might be real ejectocito.
Ejectocito, look at that. Ejectocito, cuz.
Yeah, let me that's molded for sure right there.
Taking out the carpet is gonna be a lot of work because of like all of the clips and everything is over there. But I mean, what you can do is just unbolt it and just flip it over. You want to do it like that.
So they probably did do that.
Yeah, they probably, because unlike the CRX, we have that 2 screws here. On the hatch, it just pop off. Boom, boom, boom. Pop it out. Yeah, this is already undone too. Look. I should have shown you guys the before of how bad this was curved in. With a lot of big sledgehammer and 2x4 action, a little bit of heating here, we were able to get this to kind of kick out a lot further. Now, we don't know how far we have to go out because we don't have the fender or the hood or the bucket to line everything all up. Obviously, you want to have all those stuff on hand before you weld everything in, before you call it done. So what I'm seeing right here is definitely progress. So I don't think we're going to be doing any more here until we get everything. Right now, Higgins is trying to convince Fred to let him pull the support off his free CRX, but Fred is not budging on it. So Higgins and I, maybe himself, I don't know, we're going to head to the junkyard soon. I don't know when, but soon. We don't even know if there's a hatch and a junkyard around here, to be honest, but we're gonna head to the junkyard soon and see if we can find a hatched or CRX, because they share the same support, and cut off the bulkhead section that we need so we can fix this section right here. Can't pull too much because of the latch right there, but you can pull this whole section back a little bit. Holy shit, it's wet down here too. Yeah, I think that's an alarm system, my dude. This dude mounted his alarm system. It's a Viper system. He mounted his alarm system under the driver's side seat. This is the first for me to see. Look, you got an ejector seat switch right here too. Look at that.
What are those pellets?
It's dog food. Dude was probably eating dog food when he was high as hell.
Really, he did.
Damn. Not shabby, I guess. That's the antenna right there. I don't know where that's going. I don't see it back here. But definitely Viper alarm system is going to come out. Got a bunch of wires just kind of dangling out right here, you know. So at least we verify what that is, right?
Yeah, take all that out.
We don't know what this makeshift ass seat bracket is. So we're going to have to you're probably gonna have to grind it off to see if that bolt hole is still there. Because on the 8089 chassis, the bolt for the seats, on both sides, mounts flat to the floorboard, where 9091 mounts at an angle like this. But I don't know if you want to take it out right now because you still got to put seats back in it, right?
Yeah. But I definitely want to put I want to find some other seats and put it on properly already.
Well, I mean,
but yeah,
right now, because obviously we don't know where any leads on seats on it.
Oh yeah.
So as far as I can see it, guys, this whole lower section, perfect. This whole section right here needs to be straightened out. This is missing maybe a piece because this is supposed to attach to that where the bucket bolts onto. So I'm not sure what we're going to do about this just yet. We might have to go to the junkyard and just cut this whole entire section off when we go get that part. I did massage this out a little bit. I did straighten this out a little bit more. I want to make it more squared. I want to flatten this section out right here. This needs to be squared. So I'm going to work on this a lot more when I bring my tools, because I actually came over here without my tools and kind of did a lot more than what I thought we were going to do. So before I officially get out of here, I want to show you guys Fred's car real quick. Fred was chilling with us in the garage, and he has a, hey, what is this, a 75? So this is a 75, which is the 1200 Civic. He has two of these. He has an orange one and he has this blue one. This one right here runs and drives, and the orange one he's actually going to plan on putting a K20 in it. I'll probably show you guys that when we ever head to Fred's place. But he was the guy who let us borrow the dolly. Big shout out to Fred. This is sick. Can't wait to see the orange one. So guys, we're continuing our day here in the junkyard. Me, Fred, and Nikki's over there. Remember what I've told you guys. If you guys ever want to go K-swap, this is the great place to start. We have literally K24A4, K24A4, K24Z2. I never seen this before. And what I mean by a great start here is obviously these engines are cheap, and sometimes you get lucky. You come across a 5-speed. So this is a 5-speed car, and like say if I wanted to pull this entire swap, the main part is out of the way for whatever car you're trying to K-swap, and you just buy all the smaller miscellaneous stuff to get that into the car. You guys probably already see my Sawzall right here in my hand. We're here to cut a radiator support off for Nikki's new car, and well, here's the hatch. Yo, the frame looks good, my boy.
The fender's solid.
Oh, is it? Yo, he needed a fender, and there you go. And this is original too, so no bodywork, no paint over it. It's got the original pinstriping on it, so that's good. Already partially taken off for you. I'm gonna show you, Nikki, how fast the Sawzall is gonna chop this shit off. Oh, yeah, but first, we gotta take everything off.
Yeah.
Oh, you need the bumper support too, don't you? Wait, what year is this?
Well, it's gonna come off. The 90.
Yeah, it's a 90.
Hopefully when I get the
new bumper, it should have one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I want to take out the header for you.
It's got all the AT stuff in it too. It is a 91, or 90 or 91, one of those. Hey, don't you need a hood?
The hood kind of looks.
Oh, it has a little hump on there.
Yeah.
Just barely, but it's gonna go through bodywork. That's 100%. Never mind. That's pretty dented up. Oh, very minor, but I'd take this over that giant one. Yeah. So Nikki's hatch also has this giant crack, like somebody smashed it. This one looks pretty good, but it does have that normal little crack right here, which you can probably clean up. But this is a lot better than the one that's in his car. Not sure if he wants to take it. Pretty stripped in here, nothing crazy. Nothing fancy. Carpet's pretty trash as well, but got the stock ECU in here. I wonder if that's an SI ECU because this car does have a Y7 PM9. What the hell is a PM9? Wait a minute. Is this car an SI? No, this car's not an SI.
How that light comes on?
Oh yeah, it has a dual point manifold on it.
What do you need? Screwdriver?
Yeah. That's, the CJSWIRING right there. I wonder how the motor. Oh, okay. So you hooked up. Take that off.
I got you.
There it is.
Yep.
2JZ. No shit. What the hell happened here? Somebody had some fun with a Sawzall. So there's a bunch of guys over there pulling apart a Miata that's completely wrecked, but the back wheels are pretty good, and they're Rota GT3s with Advan AO42s, I believe. AO48s. These are AO48s. Treads are pretty good on it, and they are 225, 50, 15. Great for front wheel drive cars if you guys want to hook up. I think I'm gonna pick up these two wheels just for shits and giggles. But we're at this RSX base model automatic. What's going on right now is Higgins is gonna pull the VTEC solenoid to have as a spare. But I just talked to Jeremy right now. Jeremy said that the K20A3 has the same oil pump as the K20A2. So I'm thinking about pulling the oil pump and using it in the Junkyard K24A2 TSX, so I can toss that in the KRX already. It'll help me save a lot of money. So I want to see what's all that's involved as far as removing it goes. Try to get it out in a matter of time and get on out of here. The dudes that was working on the Miata, they're all gone. Let me show you guys the car that I just pulled those wheels from. Pretty wrecked. Pretty wrecked.
Live and direct.
Live and direct. I'm over here with the famous Kelly build, baddest fabricator in the Bay, and we got Higgins built as well. Look at that. That thing is freaking destroyed. It has TN suspension, but it's pretty trash. Honestly, you can just weld that back together and this thing will be Gucci taters. One man's trash is another man's treasure. So right now we're just waiting for Higgins to show up with the impact so we can finish taking off the oil pan to get to the oil pump. So I got the oil pan, the windage tray, a lot of the bolts, and the oil pan for the conversion. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the chain and the guides, but I'm just gonna buy that brand new. We're about ready to get on out of here. The sun is setting, the yard is gonna close real soon, but check out freaking Fred's custom yard cart, bro. Look at this. Look at this thing. we came in here not expecting to get any of this stuff. We were here, just here to get the hatchback, to get the fender and the bulkhead, but Fred's cart came in clutch. He made this himself, guys. It's super sick. I need to show them your custom yard cart, the electric cart. Like I said, maybe one day when we get back to Fred's place, I'll show you guys his custom cart. It's pretty sick. The video he showed me was pretty cool, and I think that thing would be pretty sick if I had it in the yard, since I carry a lot of stuff, and you know, it's a handful when you have a bunch of stuff and then having to carry your tools too. His cart, I gotta show it to you guys one day. But we are loading up right now. We're just kind of stacking everything up, and we literally at the end of the yard, so we gotta walk literally all the way over there. Let's see how much everything costs, and we'll see you guys back. I don't know, maybe in the car or something. This thing is loaded, guys, and it rolls so easy. Fred's a genius, man. He's a genius. All right, guys, so I am back home. Nikki and Fred just left as well, and what a good day in the yard. Now, I didn't really get too much stuff other than, I mean, I wasn't intending to get anything anyways today, just to help Nikki out get his Radiator support, which he paid 35 bucks for, but the fender itself was like 70 bucks. So he paid a little over 100 after all the fees and everything, which is not bad. Granted, it is kind of hard to find parts right now. So for all of my stuff that I bought, let me give you a little recap. We got 2 Rota GT3s right here. This one has a little bit of curb, not a big deal. These are just burners, just rollers anyways, and they have the Advan AO48 tires on it with good treads on there. Tires not too old, definitely usable. They are 225 15s, so these are the same size tires that was on the 949s that was on this car. I have 225s on the wagon, and like I said, good for front wheel drive cars, turbo cars, you know, maybe all motor K cars. These are nice tires because they are our compound. They will heat up and they will hook up really nicely. So for the 2 wheels, I paid 20 bucks. So tires 20 bucks, 40, and then I paid the wheel itself 20 bucks. So I paid in total 80 for the 2, which is what I was expecting. You know, I was expecting 100 bucks. Oil pan $30.99, oil pump $29.99, which comes with the windage tray. So now we have a K20A3, which is the same as a K20A2. Thank you, Jeremy, for confirming the part numbers for me. This right here is what I'm going to be using in the Junkyard K24A2. Now this right here will allow me to rev higher without oil captivation. Now you can't go to like 9,000 RPMs safely. That's when you start upgrading to like the S2000 pump, but this is going to be perfect for what I need. Now I know a lot of people who use K24A2s without swapping the pump, but I just want to make sure on that side of things that we're going to be not too worried about oil captivation. So we have the oil pump, the windage tray, and the oil pan. The oil pan has a hole. I'll weld it shut, not a big deal. I want to get a baffle. I talked to Nomis Industries. He has a Blocks Racing oil baffle like kit in his race car, or the shop's race car, and they don't have any issues with it. So I'm gonna grab one of those, which is affordable, and I am gonna buy like the rest of the kit, like the oil pump chain, the chain guides, and I believe that's all I'm missing from everything that I pulled here from the junkyard. So definitely a great haul today. That means I can finally get down with pulling the K24 apart and getting on the engine stand, so we can do all this modification, so we can get that engine in the KRX, get that thing up and going again, because I'm sad that it is not running currently. But progress is better than no progress, guys. Nikki is going to be working on his Radiator support when he gets home. He's going to drill out that one that we cut today, and then I'm going to find time sometime this week to go to his place to help fit it all up now that we have a fender. We're definitely still looking for a hood and a bumper, but he's slowly making progress on getting that car back to OE spec so he can register it and drive it as a commuter. I'm so stoked to see him get that thing up and going again, because the guy builds some pretty badass cars, so I can't wait to see what he does with that. So that is going to be the end of this video, guys. If you enjoyed the hatch content, be sure to leave this video a thumbs up, and if you guys want to see more progress on Nikki's hatch, be sure to hit the subscribe button. With that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.